Hello, everyone. This is Professor Hill. This is a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics Philosophy 2306, here at St. Philip's College. This is the fall online version of our ethics class. And believe it or not, it's already October. It's Monday, October the 1st. And so we are trying to get squared away. We finished chapters 1 and 2. We are now going to skip chapter 3. Make sure you pay attention to that and go right to chapter 4. Now, you'll find in our book that chapters 4, 5, and 6 are essentially grouped together. And they introduce, in a very broad way, this distinction between consequentialism and non-consequentialism. And consequentialism is simply going to be looking at the consequences, right? It's going to be determining the rightness or wrongness, the good or bad of an action or an idea, by looking at its consequences or the outcomes. Now, in this chapter, we're going to get introduced to these concepts. And again, it's about what we've looked at in chapter 1 and 2, which is what makes something right or wrong. Where does that come from? If you say, yeah, I think that's bad, what does that mean? What's your standard for that? What's your foundation for your moral judgment about that thing? So that's what we're looking at today, chapter 4. Getting introduced to consequentialism and non-consequentialism. And so non-consequentialism is simply the opposite of that. If the first thing is about using the consequences or outcomes to determine whether something good or bad, right or wrong, the opposite is going to be saying, no, look, it doesn't matter what the outcomes are. There's going to be some rule or principle that you should follow, even if that means there's some outcomes or consequences that you don't like. So that's the big framework and the big setup for what we're going to be doing next. Now, we're also going to start looking at the next case study. You got plenty of time. Like I said, it's only October the 1st. So we want to read chapter 4 and then start applying it to our case study, which this time is going to be the student's cartoon. I'll talk more about that in the next day or two. It's a true story, and it has to do with intentionality, which is, what does somebody intend when they do something, and can we hold them accountable not just for their actions but for their thoughts and the intentions behind it. So that's our big setup. If you've got questions, I'm obviously a little behind on the grading, trying to catch up there. Sorry about that. But I should get that under control here shortly. But if you have questions about chapter 4, about the case study, about the calendar, or anything else, just let me know. Otherwise, dive in. Bye-bye.